Discord might have just accidentally created an unbreakable record. So I'm sure everyone here is no stranger to April Fool's Day and all the wacky shenanigans that take place on that day. And just like pretty much every other company out there, Discord decided that they wanted to take part in it as well. And right quick, before we even move on, I just want to make sure I'm not alone on this, but I absolutely hate April Fool's Day. It's honestly just more annoying than anything else. I'm sure everyone can probably tell that I play a decent amount of games by the background footage that I usually put in these videos, and I feel like it's honestly the most annoying for gamers. I'll load up Steam or YouTube or something, and I'll just see a post about one of the games that I'm currently playing, and it'll just be showing off some sort of like new content that they're adding. It'll usually be something wacky, but sometimes it looks like some sort of like genuine, believable, good content, and it's not like it's always bad. Sometimes games do add like a little wacky event or wacky game mode or something that does bring some sort of fun, but it seems like more often than not, I'll just get some sort of post showing off some sort of content that they're obviously joking about adding to the game, but me not realizing what day it is, I'll forget and I'll actually get my hopes up for a second and I'll be like, oh shoot, look what they're adding to the game. And then I'll just come to the immediate realization that, oh yeah, it's April 1st. They think it's a funny little game to show what I could have gotten. And it's obviously not just games either. It's a ton of creators and companies as well. There's always like a million YouTube videos of, oh, we're quitting YouTube or oh, we're breaking up. And it's just always annoying because it's like, wow, like you guys haven't said this for the past 5 years straight on the same exact day. But that might just be me nitpicking a bit or just getting old and unable to have fun anymore. And like I said, I want to see what you guys think about April Fool's Day as well, so make sure to leave that in the comments because I just want to make sure that I can't be alone on this. But with that aside, like I was saying before, Discord decided that they'd take part in this wacky day as well and upload a joke video to YouTube promoting their new loot boxes that are clearly meant to make fun of like all the games a few years ago that would just spam loot boxes. And it's a pretty short video, so I'm gonna just go ahead and show that to you guys now. Now, just from that video, nothing really seems that off. It's just clearly some sort of like mock-up funny video that's made to poke fun at something that happened a while ago, and it really just looks like a completely normal video until you take a look at the stats. So at the time of this recording, this Discord video currently has a bit over 1.4 billion views, and they also completely shattered the record for most viewed video in 24 hours. The previous record holder for the most viewed non-music video in 24 hours was the GTA 6 trailer with 90 million views. And if we're including music videos, it was BTS's Butter that had 108 million views in 24 hours. And these are insanely high numbers as well. With views like these in just 24 hours, you'd think that honestly these records would never be broken, but like I said, Discord completely obliterated that record. Their little 17-second troll video got over 600 million views in 24 hours. And it gets a bit weirder when you go back to the stats for a second and take a look at the engagement. The type of engagement they got on this video doesn't even come close to matching what a video with over 1 billion views would have. And just to put it in perspective for you, I'm gonna go ahead and use the example of BTS's Butter video from earlier. That video is currently sitting at 953 million views with 23 million likes and 9 million comments, which that honestly seems pretty surprising to me as well. 9 million comments is crazy, but with numbers like that, you can only assume that Discord's numbers would be similar, if not honestly higher, because it has over 1.4 billion views. So taking a look again at Discord's numbers, they have 168,000 likes and 17,000 comments. That's nowhere near what the engagement on a video that has over 1 billion views should look like. And moving into the sinister acts that they committed, I'm sure all of you could probably tell by now and get the gist of it that they clearly view-botted for this. But the craziest thing about this is it seems like this was genuinely a 100% accident, and they may have just found some sort of workaround to actually be able to view-bot a video without just getting completely banned for clearly view-botting your video. So how this new view-bot method essentially worked is anyone who loaded up their Discord in that time period would have the YouTube loot box video automatically played in the bottom right of their video video, and it was muted as well, so most people probably didn't even know what was there, and instead of it just playing once, it would just constantly loop. So whoever loaded up their Discord during that time, which was obviously a ton of people use Discord, they would just have this video constantly looping on their Discord for the entire duration of their session, which is usually pretty long. Most people, once they open their Discord, they just leave it open until they turn their computer off. Even if they're not using it to currently talk to someone, they just leave it open because there's no real point in closing it. And honestly, with that knowledge alone, it's not even that surprising anymore that this video was able to get that many views, because it's also a 17-second video, so you can manage to get a ton of watches off of it if everyone using Discord is just constantly looping it. And like I said before, this seems like it's actually a possibly functioning view bot, because YouTube knows that this is how they got the views on the video, and it hasn't been taken down yet, nor have the views been reduced. So it seems like looping embedded video views just aren't counted as view botting. And it seems like this wasn't Discord's intention. It doesn't seem like their genuine April Fool's prank was to just actually view bot and take the title of the most viewed video in 24 hours. Even one of the higher up Discord devs was just completely confused on how this video was getting so many views. But even if it wasn't their intention, that of course still doesn't take away from the fact that they just created an unbreakable record of over 600 million views in 24 hours. Like Critical said in his video, I don't even think the resurrection of Christ himself would manage to get that many views in under 24 hours. Over 600 million in 24 hours is truly an outrageous amount, and I honestly don't think we'll ever see this record broken in our lifetimes. But that is to say that YouTube leaves this video alone. They still have time to make changes and either just take the views away or take the video and its stats down, so they'll just have to re-upload it without the view botting. But as of right now, it looks like you got some pretty harsh competition right now, Mr. Beast. You might have to step up the game a little bit more. But with that said, that's pretty much it on the wacky Discord April Fool's situation, and if you even slightly enjoyed anything in the video, make sure to drop a like and maybe even subscribe. It truly helps out a ton, and we're coming up on 500 soon. But with that said, here's the hoping maybe I can start getting 600 million views in 24 hours, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.